It is time for the Ultimate Five. The Mariners need to finish the season strong if they hope to make the playoffs. We're looking for the top 5 guys who need to carry the mail. Let's bring in our producer, Joel, to start us off with the number 5. And Joel, per request from Softy, it's good to have you on the show again. And, I know this is kind of a tricky topic for a Monday, but who are some of the top 5 guys that need to carry the mail for this team if they have any hope of making the postseason? Give us number 5.
Well, they have a long history of having guys with big second halves, like Junior back in the mid-'90s, even Jay Buhner. But this year, they really need to focus on the guys that aren't producing. You guys even talked about earlier in the show. The guys that aren't producing right now, they need them to start producing. So number 5, we got Bryan Woo. We all know that he's lights out at home with a 2.2 ERA and a 167 batting average against. But it's on the road. That's where he's got to improve with a 6.28 ERA. But he still has 11 quality starts in his 19 starts. So he's doing all right. He just needs to shape up a few things. And if he can become a lockdown pitcher on the road, the Mariners are going to be a tough team to beat.
Well, no question. And he's going to have some big. I think he's going to probably be slated to pitch against Texas. I'd have to look at the schedule. So it needs to start right away in Texas. And I'm with you. He's been phenomenal at home, but just the numbers have shown on the road, over a 6 ERA on the road. It hasn't been great. So, he's been good. Just needs to be a little bit better on the road.
Yep. Number 4, we got Colt Emerson. We've talked about this too. He's struggled lately. In July, he's only hitting 114. 195 on the year, but he needs to take a page out of his double play teammate Cole Young. Cole Young is just mashing, leads the team with 48 RBI, and he batted 3rd on Sunday. I think they're really high on him. So if Colt Emerson, even though he's playing really well defensively, can come out of his batting slump, a little closer to like Cole Young, then they'll have something.
And my question for you both, if he can't, and we sit there and always talk about Brendan Donovan going to left field, if he continues to struggle at the plate, there's also that mix of putting JP back at short and Donovan at 3rd, and then, filling that, basically you're filling that lineup spot with Donovan, who has a much better on-base percentage. But, I love Colt. I think he's the future. But, yes, right now, it's been a difficult time for him at the plate.
Just remember, Emerson's just 20 years old. In fact, today's his birthday. Today's
21?
July 20th. He turns 21, so he just turned 21. He's still learning how to hit major league pitching, and it's not going to happen by the end of the season. It's a work in progress. And when these veteran pitchers get to see this guy over and over and know how young he is, it's easier to fool him at the plate. So that is a huge challenge for him. But we've seen guys who played great defense for this team in the past and can't hit. So I'm hoping Emerson isn't that guy. I don't think he is, but I think that you got to give this guy a little bit of grace because he just turned 21 today.
Yeah, and Cole Young struggled last year too. So they're used to having middle infielder rookies that aren't going to tear the world, set the world on fire right away. So I don't think it's a big deal.
He can finally get a beer bath now. By the way,
That's
it's
right.
a home run. That's
right.
official.
Things.
Yeah.
All right, take us to number 3.
Number 3, Cal Raleigh. We all know the big dumper has struggled mightily this year. Last year, 60 homers. This year, 9. Last year, 125 RBI. This year, 29. His WAR last year was 7.2. It's currently sitting at a negative 0.3.
Poor Cal, man. He's just taking a beating. I know he kind of opened up to Ryan Divish of the Seattle Times down in the Tampa Bay series and tried to explain a little bit about the team and himself. And he knows he's struggling. He doesn't want to hear about it all the time. But I do feel bad for the guy. I don't think there's a Mariners fan who doesn't feel bad for this guy. And hopefully he'll turn it around in the second half. So he certainly should be on that list.
Joel, this is where you're wrong. That should be number 1. This is your. Arguably, this was your MVP last year. And what he does as the catcher with those starting pitchers is absolutely amazing. He needs to be out there every single day. He is your leader of this team, and I don't need to talk about WAR, OBS, PPS, CBS, NBC. Here's my only. I'm throwing this stat at you right now, gentlemen. Runs scored. Runs scored. Runs help you win games. Runs scored. Last year, Cal had 110 runs scored. This year, he's only at 23. need to find a way to get him on base, hitting home runs again. He just needs to be a little bit. You need a better Cal, and I think you know what, he needs to be number one on that list in my list.
All right, take us to 2.
Number 2. I know there's a little bit of a cheat here, but I got Jerry Dipoto and Justin Hollander. Those guys need to find someone for this team. They've done it the last couple seasons with 24. In 24, they got a Rosarena. Last year, they got Gino and Naylor. So they need to find someone to give them that little boost to get them over the hump here.
I like it. I like it. It's a clever addition to your top 5, off the field addition. I kind of like what you're thinking there, that there has to be some kind of contribution maybe from these 2 guys. So I can't disagree with them being in the top 5 either.
They got to help them give that spark. You know, that's what they need. That's what they're missing right now. The Mariners need that spark, someone to just kickstart that team.
Well,
because they got the talent.
Apparently, that's Jimothy, Joel. I don't know.
Jimothy.
All right, take us to number 1, so we don't have to talk about Jimothy again.
Number 1, of course, it's Julio. You know, he's had a big second half of the season before. Back in 2023, in August, he had 45 hits, 30 RBI in 23 games. So, and he also had 17 hits in a 4-game stretch that was broke an MLB record. So he knows something about having second half season, a breakout in the second half of the season. So I think if Julio gets hot, the whole team will follow.
I'm with you. I'd have him at 3. I wouldn't have Woo on the list. You're missing a big one in mine. Where's Josh Naylor? Just because he wears Sonics jerseys and Seattle Kraken jerseys, do the fans just want to give him always a break? Like, hey, we love Josh. He needs to step it up, guys. He needs to step it up in the second half. I don't care if he's wearing a Gary Payton jersey to the game. He needs to step it up.
Yeah. No, I can't agree with you more, man. I mean, the fact that they wrote him a big check in the offseason, it was top priority in the first few weeks of the offseason. Basically, they got him under contract. And, yes, I'm sure he knows he's underachieving as well. He's got to get it cranked up, and they need him if they're going to have some kind of deep run in the postseason. So you talk about Cal, Julio, and Naylor, those 3 for sure.
Bingo.